Hello, welcome back to FatherofTwo Plays Deus Ex, Mankind Divided, Blind. Last time, we met with our AUG expert, Kohler, and while he was trying to fix our damage from the bomb that exploded beside us, or very near to us earlier at the train station, he found some secret, or experimental AUGs, and they were activated, overheating our system, and it was everything he could do to factory reset us and shut us down. So now, we've picked back through our augmentations, read a bunch about them, and we're ready to continue on. We might as well read this. Backstreet bargains. Jensen's augmentations had been damaged during the bombing and he needed a specialist to fix them. But what should have been a quick detour to see his doctor turned into a lot more when he found Diwali gangsters in Kohler's shop. Kohler did get Jensen's augmentations back online though, and in the process discovered some highly experimental augments hidden inside the agent's system. Using them could be dangerous unless Jensen retrieved a neuroplasticity calibrator from elsewhere in the city. So we made our way through the sewers, and we were about to leave. So we'll continue, this time, by exiting the sewer.
Jensen, it's Miller. Listen, I need your eyewitness report as soon as possible.
All right,
What's
man.
your ETA?
Depends on how many cops ask to see my papers.
Fuck. Not much I can do about state police after yesterday's attack. Get in when you can. Miller out.
Okay, so this is just outside his place, the Time Machine bookshop. That's awesome. I love books, and I would just be ecstatic to be able to own a bookstore. Let's check the computer, shall we? Yeah, we might as well hack it. Fortify.
Anomaly detected.
Oh, we don't got...
Trace program initiated.
We don't got much time here. Okay. Firewall. Are we gonna use a stop worm? We're gonna use a stop worm. It's too little too late, I think. We're gonna have to exit.
Access denied.
We didn't exit in time, so we're not gonna find out what's on there. I might as well reload. That was my bad. Sorry about that. I should have exited out instead of using my stop worm, but, you know, shit happens in the moment. Pardon my French. Otar Botkavelli, second only to Radish Nikolads, in the Prague branch of the Diwali family tree. Otar Botkavelli is old-style muscle wrapped around a keen and agile mind. A native Georgian and hardline expatriate from the criminal organization's earliest days, he has a strong sense of moral superiority and a firm belief in traditions. Seeing Russians entering the ranks makes him question if the old ways might be slipping away too easily. Well, at least we could get a little bit of backstory on the guy who was attacking our... or, roughing up
Jensen,
our
it's
friend
Miller.
there.
Listen, I need your eyewitness
Kohler.
report as soon as possible. What's your ETA?
Depends on how many cops
Because
ask
it was
to
his
see my
thugs
papers.
that were here.
Fuck. Not much I can do about state police after yesterday's attack. Get in when you can. Miller out.
Okay, so...
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
see if we can do a little better this time. Oh, I accidentally clicked that. That sucks. Oh well. Okay, we're gonna do it, I think.
Access
We even got
granted.
both the nodes. Some credits. New delivery. From TM Receiving to Time Machine. Hey Lucina, some guy dropped off some more boxes of old moldy books. Smells like they were stored in a basement for the last 40 years. You want them anywhere special? Camille. From Earl Rotique to the Time Machine. Congrats and request. Hello Time Machine. I just had to let you know that I think you have the most eclectic collection of books that I've ever seen. I just loved your shop. A real out-of-the-way gem. I didn't think that there were many printed copies of The Hedonist Monk still in existence. However, I failed to find any copies of the brilliant follow-up, The Hedonist Monk Goes to Private School. Would it be possible to contact me if a copy ever comes in? I could pick it up the next time I am in Prague. Thank you, Miss Horrell, for showing me around. I wish I could have met the owner. E. Rotique Esquire. Huh. Sounds like he has some high-end clientele. Lucina, from fjelen at genmail.mail to the time machine. Please reconsider. Lucina, please think about what I said this morning. I know you like the quiet there, that it lets you think and work on your own story ideas, but you are such a smart, talented girl. You could do so much better than working for an aug. Nobody buys books anymore. What will happen to you if his permit gets taken away and they send him to Golem City? I only want the best for you, my daughter, and I don't think this is it. Well, that's unfair. Just because he's an aug? You assume that the worst about him? I don't like racism or prejudice. Though I'm sure I'm prejudiced in my own ways, it's just... I make every effort in my life not to let my prejudice color my experiences with other people. Okay, so we have a secret way. So many ways to get where you need to go and go about every mission in this game. It makes it so cool with these games. Player choice is a wonderful thing. What have we here? An ebook. The Social Monitor, The New Mystics. In the wake of the AUG incident, a tide of chaos and confusion has swept up most of the world's population. It has left many searching for meaning and turning to faith in increasing numbers. Most flock to established religions, but many others opt for less mainstream organizations. Professing to bring solace to the augmented, several pro-augmentation quasi-religious groups have sprung up to join long-established sects such as the New Christ Initiative 2019 and the Singularity Church of the Machine God 2016. Not surprisingly, neo-Luddist and anarcho-primitivist sects have also emerged. That's a strange word. Anarcho-primitivist. Have also emerged, capitalizing on and often spreading the fear of augmented humans. The issue now faces us, how to discern the organizations truly looking to bring comfort to the masses from the many opportunists who are only too willing to take advantage of the credulous in times of turmoil. I love that you get experience for reading and stuff in these games. Bravo, Square Enix and Eidos, for bringing back, real gaming. Just because it looks good doesn't mean that it doesn't have to have lots of content and the ability to play how you want to play. I feel a lot like all the indie games are doing a much better job lately at making games that are interesting and unique and about the ideas that create them, not about the graphics that you see. Graphics only matter for so much. At least if you're old school and you used to play, and I still do, play board games and tabletop games, because that all involves your imagination, and your imagination is the most important part of playing a video game. Every game you play, you're just doing the same things over and over again. The only thing that makes them interesting is your own perception of it. Anyway, I digress from my rant.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Oh, we can't get in there? Oh, I see. L1. Oh, that was close. Let's save. I'm gonna have lots of save files, and I apologize if that bothers you, but it's just the reality of playing Let's Plays. It makes it much easier if I make a mistake or something bad happens to my recordings.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
There we go, we got it this time.
Access granted.
Got XP. Oh, that's not going to work, right? Because my internet doesn't work well in my recording area. Restock from Vintage Bookfinders to TM Receiving. Mr. Baranek. Baranek? I regret to inform you that the shipment of rare printed books that you and I worked so hard on acquiring for the Time Machine was indeed traveling to Prague on train F451 from Austria yesterday. This train was due to arrive in the early morning hours. Chances are it was already parked in Rizika station, waiting to be unloaded when the terrorist bombs went off. I've attempted to contact the Czech Republic's Transport Authority to learn more, but until Rizika's fire chief get back to me, it's best to assume all the books have been lost. Regretfully yours, R. Bradbury, Vintage Bookfinders, specialist in paperback antiquities. China order from Ratman at tmail.mail. 2TM receiving. Camille, I checked on that package for you. The stuff from China your boss had you order in from him came in last week, but Mr. B's been sitting on it. Said your boss needs to drop by the casino and pick it up himself. Don't know what's going on, bro, but you might want to call in sick tomorrow. Yeah, probably today he's talking about. Checkup from Resmelnik at tmail.mail. 2TM receiving. Cam, look, man, I don't care what it costs. You need to hook me up with Kohler. I know he's eccentric. I know he's no limb clinic. And I know he deals on both sides of the law. But fuck, right now, we Augs are on the wrong side of the law. My enhancements are degrading, man. I know it. Think he could fit me in? I don't care about crossing checkpoints or whatever. I just have to see someone. The guy at the makeshift clinic here is useless. Mal. Huh. Yeah, I love experience for everything, and I love high concept games. The higher the concept, the better. And by high concept, I mean just lots and lots of thought going into the purpose behind the game, the things you can do in the game, and the setting and all of that, and less time spent, not no time, but less time spent on graphics. As long as they look appealing, they don't have to look realistic. Borderlands is an example of, you know, a AAA title that maybe doesn't look exactly real, but its style is captivating and intriguing on its own. Graphics aren't everything. Just because, you know, the new Call of Duties are really polished doesn't make them better games than Fallout and Fallout 4, things like that are less polished but have way more content and ideas and freedom to the player. Can I get in there? Oh yeah, this door just opens. Alright. Is there anything even... Oh, pocket secretary, crafting parts. I was just about to regret my decision to come in here. From Ina Burke, final notice to Camille Horak. Dear Mr. Horak, we regret to inform you that your augmentations license has expired, and as such you will be evicted and relocated to the Udalek complex until a permanent and safe residence can be found for you. Thank you for your understanding. Ina Burke, Director, Department of Natural Affairs, Prague. So he got sent to Golem City, I think they call the Udalek complex. Which I guess is fitting. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's just some pale ale. Another Summy's Dat. Yeah, we read that. So, let's continue on then. Let's check our map, shall we? Could craft some stuff. No need to right now, but that's good to know. Especially the biocells and the multi-tools. Side missions. Confront Seraph. So I should go talk to Seraph about these Augs? I thought I did that already. Huh. Oh, I guess I just talked to him. I didn't necessarily confront him about my mystery Augs I just found out about, because how could I, derp? You just talked to him in the beginning. Come on. Use your brain.
You! Stop right there! Yeah, you! Down on your knees!
Oh, okay, you're talking to that guy.
Hands behind your head.
Fuck. You guys are aggressive. I thought that... I saw part of that, like this, and I thought it was Spider-Man. I was like, hey, Spider-Man's on the wall over there. But that's not the reality of it. What do you have to say, lady?
What can I get you? Beer? Something else?
What do you got for something else?
What else have you got?
Oh, just an item of interest.
For someone who lives off of their sales, you're unusually reserved.
Well, sometimes it's hard to know who to trust, especially these days.
Okay.
For example, I don't suppose you have any neuropozyne you would be willing to spare, do you?
I just may.
Sure, here you go.
I'm a helpful guy.
Thank you. I can't tell
I
you
don't
how
need
much
it.
this means.
These are tough times. We all have to do what we can.
You understand? That's... You have no idea how many people just look the other way. But we can't afford to.
I try not to be that
us,
kind of person.
And not anyone else. What happens to one happens to all of us.
If
The
everyone looks
neuropathy
away,
isn't even for you, is it?
then nobody fixes the problem.
No, it's not. I'm what you might call a... Well, I think of myself as a Samaritan smuggler. I get things for people in need.
I'm glad
Like
I
an
could help.
underground railroad. Except this is
Listen,
just
I
for
can't let
drugs
you leave
people
without thanking
need.
you properly. I store a few supplies in the basement. The code to the door is 1015. Help yourself to what's down there.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. Like you said, we all need to help each other. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
Let's see those odds and ends you have for sale.
First aid pack? Why don't we just get that?
You can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I just thought.
I'm good for now.
As you wish.
Okay, so we got the code. 1015. Cool. Oh, we got a bunch of crafting parts? Oh, we can upgrade our weapons with it. What? I just, like, read that there. Upgrade, okay. Customize? Okay, we could put the laser targeting on there. Good. So we can just up the ammo capacity. Okay. Let's... I mean, I reload the damn thing all the time anyway, but I'm gonna upgrade it a couple of times. Cool. There we go. But I don't want that set to that button. How do I change that? Click the left stick. Yeah, that's right. Now I want it set to up. There we go. There's probably a better power I could have set to L1 because that's so convenient to use. I don't feel like I need it to be L1 to use my... The hell? To use my vision. Come on. Calm down. Calm down. Jeez. Going crazy over there. Let's see, what else do I have down here? 1015. Cool, you can play pool down here. I would love to have a pool table. And a pool. I think I would rather have a pool. I mean a big, like a real pool. Not just the inflatable type. Like I blow up for the kids. I mean, it's big enough for us to get into, but I want a real pool, like a in-ground pool. From Pavel Davidoff, shipment probes to Teresa Petruskas. That's her upstairs, I guess. Teresa, Manny's really nervous about the latest shipment and starting to say he wants out. There's not a lot I can say to make him feel better unless you go back to the usual schedule. The handlers at the Utilec warehouse are used to seeing the driver rosters, and I'm worried the lad's going to fold if they start asking too many questions. I know you think the medicines and stuff is important, but I don't want him to lose his job or worse because of me helping you. If you really can't wait until the usual, then you're welcome to move the stuff yourself. It's all in the basement of Daitaga as normal. 5622 will get you inside if I'm not around. My advice, sit, wait, and don't fuck up a good thing. Pavel. Huh. And we got a book. Not really like a lot in here, except for that other door code. Well, what is that? What did that button just do? Hello? Button? So... Okay, that happened. And I don't know what it did. The next 3 decades, fall of an empire. For the last 250 years, the United States of America has flourished, often growing by leaps and bounds, sometimes at a more leisurely pace. In a finite world, that growth may ultimately lead to its demise. Bloated government, bloated population, bloated populace, whispers of discontent with the federal government and its powers over constituent states, discrepancies in interpretation of the Constitution, and continuing struggles in the global marketplace against the economic power of the Chinese bloc. All this has led to a crisis point. The next 3 decades will not see the complete dissolution of the United States, but there are strong rumblings that some states will secede from the Union. Already, militias have established footholds in state and local governments in the Northwest states, as well as in Nevada, Arizona, and Texas. It seems likely that this is the last gasp of a dying empire, and that a second American Civil War could be just around the corner. Let's hope not. War sucks. To put it succinctly, war never changes. Okay. Well, that was a nice little diversion, actually. So why was I... Oh yeah, I was gonna go talk to David. About our augmentations. Oops. This is my floor. Next floor up. Here we are. Huh. Why can't I wear those? Right, we use the TV. Call Seraph.
Adam, what's going on? I didn't expect to hear from you.
I didn't expect my doctor to find dormant augs hidden in my system.
What?
Dormant experimental augs. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Adam, you know the decisions I made for you 2 years ago.
Yes or no?
No! All the work we did on you was above board. You have my word on that. What exactly did you find?
Experimental test augs spliced into my system. Kohler said something about a neodymium shell. Who would have designed something like that?
That sounds fancy.
God, you've got a Titan aug? It's impossible. It was just a concept.
You just said this wasn't you.
It wasn't. The DoD showed me schematics 3 years ago and asked me if I thought it could work. It was designed by somebody else, Vadim Orlov. Megan and I interviewed him once, but he wouldn't have fit in.
Okay.
These schematics you saw. Don't suppose you kept a copy?
They were classified. I never had a copy. The only reason I even saw them was because the Defense Department valued my opinion. Seraph Industries did good work back in the day. When we signed a schematic, you knew it was solid.
Orlov? Sounds Russian. Who is he? Why wouldn't he have fit in?
He was supposed to be a boy wonder, a neuroscience prodigy. Got his master's degree in Moscow, post-grad in the US. His grades were off the chart, but his theories were sketchy at times. Megan said his ethics were questionable.
Megan? Megan Reed said that?
Yeah, she had some pretty questionable
The woman who gave you my DNA to
ethics.
experiment with?
We didn't hire him, Adam. 2 minutes into the interview, and I could tell Orlov didn't like his ideas being challenged by anyone. Least of all, a strong woman like your ex.
Okay.
I've got to find
Let's-
this guy.
Yeah,
Adam,
exactly.
let me track him down for you. I'm leaving
Thanks,
for London
David.
soon, but I can make phone calls, reach out to people. Seraph Industries may be gone, but my name still carries weight in certain circles.
Do it. Contact me by InfoLink when you have something.
I won't let you down on this. I never
Thanks,
felt
David.
right about losing touch with you after Panchea. When I heard you'd shown up in Detroit alive a year after everyone thought you were dead. Why didn't you get in touch with us?
I couldn't. Rescue crews pulled me out of the ocean and dumped me in a clinic in Alaska. Nobody knew who I was. For a long time, neither did I.
My God, son, you don't think... I mean, that could have been when...
Find Orlov, Seraph. I've got questions I need answered.
Yeah,
I will,
no doubt.
I promise. I'll call you.
Somebody put super badass high-tech augs in us, and we have no idea who. Super badass. So we definitely want to get this item that could make our augs work better. Like, I don't see any reason not to. So, let's check our map here. I guess we gotta exit before we can see the full map. Okay. How much do we... neuropazine do we have? We could... or have. We could maybe buy that guy's info now. If we have a surplus. We only have 2. Let's not do it right now. We'll do it next time, maybe. Next time we find some, I mean... where's that go? I see. Okay, let's get a good look at where we need to go. So this is the time machine? Yeah. There's a mini market, Church of the Machine Gods over there, pawn shop, campaign headquarters. Okay, so that's where we need to go. So it looks like we have to catch the metro. That's nice. Frickin' razor wire.
But they just extended my contract.
That's just nasty.
To get to work so they can validate my paper.
You could, like, when you're working with it, if you don't have the proper equipment and you did the wrong thing with it, it could unwind and, like, take your head off and lacerate your entire body. That's horrifying.
Yes, you have some questions.
How does this Rabia work? Do you need augs to build it, or do you want us to live there?
Both, actually. Although everyone is welcome, it's being built by the augmented for the augmented.
How is it different?
Let's save real quick, because this might be, you know, illegal. What do we got? We got a node over here. Yeah, data store.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Okay, I don't think we have time to get to that data store, so we'll just unlock it.
Access granted.
Yeah, hello. Oh, it's okay, guys. Okay. That guy broke into the bathrooms. I think it was the bathrooms. The Juggernaut Collective. The Juggernaut Collective originated in the early 2020s. When a hacker named Eli posted a message on the darknet, he wanted people disillusioned with society to help him expose the self-serving schemes of megacorporations and the rich. A growing number of activist hackers, anarchists, and political dissidents have joined the group since then, although Eli no longer runs it. He was replaced in 2025 by a more skilled hacker, known only as Janus, or Janus. Or Janus. Which I'm still pretty sure is the name of...
Okay. Can I keep this pamphlet?
Zeus's wife
Have a good day.
in Roman mythology. Janus and Jupiter. But I might be wrong. Okay. Probably don't need to hack this right now. I will catch the train over, and before we finish the mission, or head over to finish the mission, I think I'll end the episode. That's cool. You just, like, look at where you want to go on the map and hit square. I like inventive loading screens, too. It looks like we're just gonna stand on the train while it loads. The original Mass Effect used to load when you were on the Presidium while you were on the elevator, so it gave you the illusion that you were just riding the elevator. but I caught on when I noticed sometimes the same trip would take longer or more or less time because it's a load screen. But it's cool to include them in a way that adds to the game or seems seamless. I wonder if it's the same people every time you get on the train. Like you're in some weird reality where every time
What do you think you're doing?
What's your
This
problem?
train car is for naturals. Come on, let's see your paperwork.
Here, everything's in order.
These are nice, but you still have to play by the rules, understand? Stay out of the natural section. Learn it, live it. Go.
Okay. That's all the trains for naturals then? Because I see naturals, 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 naturals.
I will just die.
Augs? Okay, so I can use these ones? Well, I don't really care. The other ones are closer. So, let's head to the surface, or to the ground level, before we
Get out of there.
end the episode. A cool sculpture thing. The debate. Special guests. Nyashi Akim and Dr. Stansfield Christiansen. Okay. Well, this part is much bigger, or like less slummy than where we were. Well, until next time, if you enjoyed it, please leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought. This is FatherofTwo, signing off.